Yes, how's it going, guys? This is Andrew from Boxing Bros UK. Nice. Yeah, I just wanted to do a little video on Billy Joe sausages. So, Billy Joe Saunders, where are you? Where are you just eating those sausages? I want to do a little quick sort of 5 minute, 6 minute. I can tend to over elaborate and blab, so I'm going to try and keep it to a nice sharp 5 or 6 minutes. But I want to do a little bit on, yeah, where are they now? Billy Joe Saunders and Michael Hunter. Just a little bit of Michael Hunter at the end. But Billy Joe Saunders, talented fighter. Been inactive now for 3 years, was teasing us the end of last year, November, December, was going to be on the Eubank Junior Conor Ben card. Neither of those happened. Don't want to go into that. All know what's going on with Conor Ben. Still can't fight in the UK. Still fighting in America. This whole British Bull Boxing of Control and the you know, all those all that testosterone from those eggs, and he seems to have lost. Looking at his last couple of fights, now he's not on the eggs. The eggs. He's lost a bit of that pop, hasn't he? But listen, last fight was in 2021. Billy Joe Saunders. You know, did all right in the first part of that fight, but I think, you know, I mean, that was a, you know, I only did a little bit, you know, a little bit. I fought a little bit at amateur level, at heavyweight, but I mean, I don't think I'd like to be timed onto one of those uppercuts from Canelo. Broke his orbital bone or his face, and he's gone missing ever since. Looks like he's really blown up in weight. He reminds me a little bit of Ricky Hatton in that respect. Notable wins, you know, he's a, you know, I don't care what anyone says. I know he was mouthing off, wasn't he, about Daniel Dubois against Joyce, when Dubois kind of took the knee, and Noma, still Robert Duran kind of, you know, he quit. But I don't think you can underestimate how much pain, you know. It's easy for all us to say, you know, certainly me not in the ring anymore, not getting, you know, it's easier said than done. And he was sort of saying, oh, this is not verbatim, but he was sort of saying, oh, I'd have had all my foes face broke, this broke, that broke. You'd have had to get me out of that ring by a stretcher. Didn't come out, did he? After that, the ring, and to be fair, his trainer, there was having a word, and he didn't want to know, did he? So, you know, it didn't age well, those comments getting to what. Anyway, I'm going off subject, it's already 3 minutes. So yeah, notable wins against Andy Lee, Eubank Junior. Would you believe that's 10 years ago? Eubank Junior against, obviously, Lemieux. Two-time two-weight world champion. Could have been a free-weight world champion. He's talking about wanting to campaign at 175. And I think the thing is as well, and big up to G-Man Boxing, Hatman, Boxing Squared. I follow a lot of their channels, so I've got a bit of the information from them and condensed it. I mean, I can't see it. The thing is, he doesn't live the life, it looks like, in between fights, and certainly now. And if he's coming back down to 168, I wouldn't even fancy him against a Munguia. Munguia's a very talented fighter coming up against Canelo. And I think if he gets back down to 168, he's going to look drained, like someone who's been on stuff they shouldn't have been on for a while, sweating. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I can't see it. You know, you can get away with it at heavyweight a bit. We've seen Tyson Fury. You know, heavyweights can get away with it a bit. They don't have to put the work in. I'll get onto that Michael Hunter in a little bit as well. They don't have to put that you know, if you're small, I'm not saying Billy Joe Saunders is small at 168, but at 175, I think, because he's not going to have that power against the likes of even Boatsi or Callum Smith, or let alone Beterbiev, Bivol and these kind of guys. I just can't see it. I can't see it. But yeah, so, you know, teasing these returns hasn't happened. What else did I want to say on him? He always seems to be inactive after a good win as well. You was always expecting him to kick on, because I liked him as a character, outspoken, but always wanted him to kick on, and he never did. He never did, and it's a shame. But yeah, so 31 fights, 1 loss, obviously against Canelo, 14 KOs. So just quickly on Michael Hunter, this is an interesting one, another one, 35 as well. Some notable decent wins against Kuzman, Bacoli. He got a TKO in 2018. He got a draw with Povetkin, didn't he? And Jerry Forrest. I think you underestimated Jerry Forrest a bit, but he had an opportunity to fight Hrgovic, and I think risk-reward wasn't there for him. Didn't like the idea of it, but I think he could have done something against Hrgovic. Hrgovic hasn't shown anything that I think is particularly of note yet. We'll see how he does against Dubois on the 5v5. But I don't think... I'm not sure what he's doing. He recently fought in Uzbekistan and lost in a scrappy affair. I watched it last night. But it's not on BoxRec, so I don't know what that's all about. He's on a Don King card for the WBA interim title against Cheney, who's I think he's got half decent record. He's could be a tricky one. But yeah, 20-35, 22-1 and 2 draws. Talented fighter, very talented. I think he, and again at 35, he's really, he's got to get in there with a big fight soon on a Saudi card, because he's a talented guy. I think he could really be a cat amongst the pigeons in the heavyweight division. He's 6'2", so he's you've got to work more as a smaller heavyweight, cruiserweight coming up to heavyweight. We know that. It's not, you can't rely on power, because he stopped Bacoli. He's got 16 knockouts, yeah, but he's got to use his movement and his endurance, and and he's a decent boxer as well. He's got a good boxing IQ. But anyway, where the fuck are they both? Like, what's going on? We'll leave it there. But yeah, please like and subscribe. Boxing Bros UK. Cheers.